Hey everyone, Pal here, and today we're going to be looking at Mattel's Masters of the Universe Revelation Skeletor. And I just love Skeletor as a villain, and I have to say this is a good looking Skeletor. And of course is a Netflix original, 30 points of articulation. And if we just look at the side here, just says Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction. Get a nice picture of him there. And we get another one on the back. Now this is just a great looking picture of him holding the Havoc Staff, a little bit of magic essence coming out of the eyes there of it. You can actually see Snake Mountain in the background. And we got a little bit of writing here. Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction. For ages, Skeletor ravaged the land and terrorized the people of Eternia in his quest to capture all of the power in the universe for himself. Now the nefarious scourge of Eternia plots his final hostile takeover of Castle Grayskull. With dark magic, devious technology, and an army of loyal soldiers at his back, this sinister sorcerer believes this time nothing can stop him, not even He-Man. Alright, and then on the bottom, we see the other figures in the line. He-Man, Moss-Man, Skeletor, and Evil Lyn. And we've already seen the He-Man, and we've also actually seen Skelegod and Battle Cat. But they don't show those on there. Alright, so I'm going to get this bad mamma jamma out of his package and take a closer look. Alright, well here he is out of the package. And he looks amazing. I love this figure so much. But before we talk about him, let's talk about the accessories. So he does come with 2 extra hands. He has a open hand. And then he has a hand that can hold things or just use to point. Then he comes with his changing staff. Solid gold color. It almost looks like it should move or do something. It looks like kind of like a hinge there, and right in the middle. But it's just lines. It doesn't actually do anything. But then we have the best accessory. We have his Havoc Staff. And it's actually the same size as Skeletor. And I love how they used 3 different colors. Well, 4 if you count black for the eyes. But we have a dark purple here for the horns. Like a lilac for the skull itself, and then a lavender for the pole. And the detail on this is just so amazing looking. I just wish he could open up the jaw like on the show, because it would spit fire out. But still, looks great. Alright, now that we talked about the accessories, let's talk about Skeletor. So, one thing you'll notice, he has a cloth cape. Nice purple. And he also has purple in other spots. He has his hood, the shoulder, chest armor, belt, and around the legs. Then he has some black right here on his kilt, or whatever you want to call that. The straps. And I like the black in the eyes. That's really good. Look at that. Nice and deep in there. And also, his face, I like the color they use. Not just a plain old gray, but it actually has detail to it. It has like some darker grays in there for lines and shadowing. And then also, one thing is, everything here has like a different texture. The hood has little tiny lines in it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And then you got like, this looks like leather. It has little cracks and everything. And also here. Then you got the smooth for the armor down here near the feet. Just amazing. And you see he also has the, like this, the straps for the chest. You can actually lift up the cape right in the back. It has only 1 peg, and both the strap ends go into there. And that's how you would go about getting that off. And put them on, you just pop the little center nub right through. The straps are not connected to the shoulder chest armor. You actually lift that up. You can see the bones here aren't connected to the center piece. I kind of don't like that. Just because depending how you have them positioned, it's going to look not attached. Alright, so let's talk about articulation. So we've got the head. That just spins around. You can look up. And you can look down. Alright, then we have his shoulders. Go out to there. So we got 90. And it'll spin all the way. Now the bicep, that can actually turn. Then we have double jointed elbows. That's a good bend. I got the hands. And of course, the hands will also spin around. And they got the flip-flap action. So if you go up here, upper torso, you can go side to side. And forward and back. I go down a little bit more. You have the waist. The only thing the waist can do is it can turn. You can't move it or anything around. But then you got the legs. And these will split pretty good. Alright, a little bit farther down, you have right here the upper thigh. You can kind of see the line right below the kilt or whatever. And that'll turn. Then he has his double jointed knees. That's another good bend. Look at that. Goes right back. He can kick himself around the back. Below the double jointed knees, you have right here on the shin. That'll spin. Then you have the feet. The feet will do this one. Up, down, and they will spin around. So I just think this Skeletor is an amazing looking figure. Now the one difference is that I kind of noticed with the Revelation line, it almost seems like He-Man and Skeletor have like a dad bod. They just seem a lot thicker than what the original forms of them would be. Well, the original series. And he has a nice intimidating face, which I love that. And the details, I mean, there's so many details on here. I just love this thing. And the color scheme. Of course, I always like Skeletor's color scheme. I mean, purple. You know I like it. One last thing we can check. How well will this fit in his hand? Well, you just gotta pry it into the fingers. And there you go. And it goes in his hand quite nice. And he has a nice firm grip on that. It's not gonna slide down or anything. Get that out of there. And for the staff, same thing, goes right in. Alright, well that's just been my review on Mattel's Masters of the Universe Revelation Skeletor, part of the Masterverse line. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. And hey, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.